because I'm doing this late. Tomorrow is going to be a day where I'm filming. I just moved into my new place with my family. We are finally all settled in, and now that we are all settled in, I am ready to get back recording, and I have so much content coming for you. And because I have so much content coming, I do need to know what you want to see. Because I have so much content coming, I do want to know what you want to see. For anybody who's just coming in here again, I know that it's late, right? This is for people who are watching this on replay. And if you are in here, I need you to let me know what you want to see, right? What issues are you dealing with? Is it is your hair falling out? Is your hair thinning out? Is it not thinning out or falling out, but it's just not growing at all? Like, what are you going through? For everybody that's just coming in, give this video a thumbs up, all right? This is fresh and new. All right. Fresh and new content coming to you guys. But first, I need to know if you guys can hear me real quick. Let me know in the chat of whether or not you can hear me. But also, I want to make you guys aware of everything that I have coming, right? But moreover, what I want you guys to do is let me know what you want to see. So when this video ends, when this video is over, when this video ends, I want you guys to let me know exactly what you want to see, right? Exactly what you want to hear. Let's make sure this mic is working. Let's make sure this mic is. Yes, it is. Okay, so people can hear me. Hey, okay, perfect. You can hear me. Okay, so I just want you guys to let me know where are you, right? Even if let's say you don't have any balding problems. Let's say your hair is not falling out. Let's say nothing is wrong with your hair whatsoever. Let's say it's your skin. Whatever those problems may be, please let me know. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear. Good. So this is the thing. Not only do I need to know what problems y'all have with me moving into this new place, I have a new setup. I have me and my husband bought a new laptop. I have a new mic that I'm speaking into right now. It's a little cute and pink. So, like I said, that's why I'm coming on here late. I know it's like 10 o'clock where some of you are, but it's only 7 o'clock here, which is still late. But I want to know exactly what you guys are in need of. Like I said, are you a person, are you like stuck at a standstill? Is your hair not growing at all? Is your hair overly dry? Is it overly flaky? Like, what is going on? What's happening? I want to know exactly where you are. Are you confused? Do you not know what's going on with your hair? Period. These are the things that I want to know. You guys give me some thumbs up. We have only 5 thumbs up, but it's like triple that amount of people in here. So, again, the reason that you can't see me, girl, I don't look that cute today. Okay, I don't. I don't look that cute right now, and it's not about. It's not about that. My main objective is to make content for all of my content to really serve a purpose. And because like I said, I've been moving, me and my family have been moving for this past week, I felt like anything that I put together, anything that I filmed, anything that I recorded wasn't going to be my best. So I didn't want to come to you guys unless it was my best, right? So that is why you haven't seen me, but you will see a video coming from me tomorrow, and I'm really excited about the video that's coming tomorrow because it starts a brand new series for me. One of the main reasons that I'm making videos like I make all the time is because I like to show people that there's not this separation between people who make YouTube videos about whatever it may be, whether it's hair, whether it's relationships, whatever that thing may be. There's no separation between the person making the video and the person watching the video, right? There's no difference. So if we stop separating ourselves and putting ourselves on pedestals, it'll make the viewer like stop making it seem like they're in such a lower bracket or there's something wrong with your hair. No, when you stress, your hair thins out, right? If you have some type of medical problem that causes the inside of your body to stress, your hair thins out. If your diet isn't right, your hair can thin out. So the reason that I make the videos that I'm making and the reason that I am so transparent with myself, my body deals with hydrogenated supersativa, and I also can stress as well. So I have documented my hair thinning out, and I've also documented it growing back fully so you guys can see A, that it happens to me too, and B, you can see that it can be fixed and it's not hard. One thing that you guys are really gonna like that's coming really soon, I'm gonna have a dermatologist here on my channel. And my dermatologist, well, not my specific dermatologist, but the dermatologist that is gonna be here on my channel is really gonna shake some things up because it's gonna kill a lot of the things that you guys have been thinking about for years. But it doesn't look like anybody has any questions. So we're gonna head out. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to type a little something in if you want to, but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, really, to be honest, test this microphone out. And this setup, we've been shipping orders and everything today. Thank you for everybody who has been purchasing from Simple Apothecary LLC. Yes, we are official. Yes. Um, Here we go. How can I tell the difference between having dandruff and my skin cell turnover cycle? I'm still a little confused about it. Well, dandruff is a scalp infection. Okay, your skin cell turnover is only going to be happening like 1 week out of each month. If you have dandruff, you need to go see a dermatologist. If you have dandruff and dry scalp are very different. Dandruff is going to look like big yellow, like cornflakes. Think of cornflakes. If it doesn't look like cornflakes, if it doesn't smell, if it doesn't have like a pus under it, or if it doesn't have like a really, really like oily, wet consistency under it, it's not dandruff. Dandruff is a scalp infection. So if it doesn't look like cornflakes, like literally picture cornflakes in your head, picture cornflakes in your mind's eye, but maybe like a little less brown, like a lighter color, the color of your scalp. If it looks like cornflakes, then you have dandruff. That's the difference. Skin cell turnover is just gonna be little, like it's just gonna be like little white stuff, like little particles, little dead skin, little just a little bit, but it shouldn't be big scabs. It shouldn't look like big huge scabs coming off the scalp. That is the difference. All right. So don't freak out about that. Dandruff and skin cell turnover are very, very different. And I also want you to remember, stop expecting to see like these big huge flakes with skin cell turnover. If your skin cell turnover cycle is happening properly, you won't notice it. The only time you're gonna notice skin cell turnover is when like, let's say your skin cell turnover cycle has been thrown off balance because like for the last, let's say, 3 or 4 years you've been on your Team Natural kick and you've been greasing your scalp and stuff like that. All right, your skin cell turnover for those first maybe 2 3 months, it may be a little bit more drastic, but once your skin cell turnover cycle is regulated, you're not gonna notice it. Remember, when your skin cell turnover cycle, when I say every 28 days your skin cells fall off, I don't mean on the 28th day they all be like, all right, Cletus and Shalissa, it's time to go. No, those 28 days, every single day, you're getting a little bit more off. That's why it's imperative to comb your hair every day. Because when you're combing your hair and brushing your hair, you're aiding your scalp at getting rid of some of those dead skin cells. Skin cell turnover is happening all the time. Skin cell turnover is happening at this very second. At this very second. I have a video coming really soon. I just have to figure out how I'm gonna put it together exactly, but I want to show you guys you are literally a universe. I know it sounds extra. I know it sounds weird, but you are literally a universe right now. Like, think about it. Right now, you have millions and trillions of microorganisms inside of your body working to keep you alive. And guess what? They have no idea. They have no idea that they are just one of many hundreds and thousands of particles and things moving around in your body. They have no idea. No idea. And you are universe. The what you eat controls the universe. It controls their world. You are a universe. Like, what you eat, what you put within your body controls your world, your inner world. Like, all of those hundreds and thousands of microorganisms are all controlled by you. I have lupus and it's affecting my hair thinning. So, okay. So, just like I said, you be in a city with you having lupus or with anybody having any physical ailment, your city, you're still a city, my love, right? And right now your city is being infected with the different things that lupus causes, right? Or the different parts of the body that lupus affects. Now, there are countless cases of men and women that heal their bodies from lupus simply by the things that they ingest into the body. Why is this? This is because depending on what your city is lacking, depending on what your universe is lacking, depending on what's being pumped into your universe, whether it's the energy that you taking in from your outside world, your life, your relationships, the food that you're eating, all of that wears in on your universe. And when those different things wear down on your universe, it makes it harder for your body to be able to perform the things that it does. That's why I'm constantly saying, don't grease the scalp, don't grease the scalp. It's not because I'm trying to argue with the rest of the world. No, I'm not even on that tip. Your universe needs to breathe. Your universe needs to flow. That's why I say don't do the lock method. Don't lock your cortex down because it needs to live. Your universe, there's a universe living within your hair shaft. When people say the hair shaft is dead, they're talking about that top layer of skin, right? Just that, not the top layer of skin, the cuticle, because the cuticle is made of dead hair cells. But the cortex of the hair is very alive. My love, you guys are a city. And if we could understand, like, if we can understand how much of a city we are, everything would be so much easier. Oh, okay, that makes sense. My skin cell turnover might be a little off balance because I've stopped putting the oils and stuff on my scalp, but I still notice the flakes. So, how long has it been since you stopped putting the oils on your scalp? I want y'all to remember, and I don't want you to get freaked out by this, but I do want you to know that when it comes to your hair healing itself, like if you were doing the Team Natural thing for over 6 months, it's gonna take over a year for you to reset your follicle. All right. So let's say you change everything, right? Excuse me. Let's say you change everything. You don't do nothing wrong. You don't do nothing else that you're not supposed to do. You needed at least 3 months for that cycle to set again. That's why most of these hair companies that are like hair growth products are freaking scams. Y'all think that they are really growing y'all hair back, but they're really scamming the hell out of y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all how. The natural hair growth cycle is always happening. It's always happening. Most of these hair growth serums that y'all are purchasing, it's like, oh my God, it's growing my hair back, is the BS. You know why? Your hair growth cycle was always happening. But by you blocking the follicle with comedogenic oils and butters that block the airflow when you doing the lock method, I have a video coming on that this week. Specifically on the lock method. I don't care who got a problem with it. We going deep into it. But when you do things like the lock method, what you do, you limit your body's oxygen flow and you weaken the body's normal systems. So you fix one problem and cause another all at the same time. It's only been a couple of months. Yes, so I tell all of my clients, you need at least 3 months. Give it at least 3 months for everything to reset. And most of the time, that is the problem. When I was standing behind the chair, one of the main issues that women had, everybody wants instant gratification. Hair don't work like that. The human body doesn't work like that. That's just like if you go in for like weight loss surgery or anything like that. When you first go in, you're not just able to walk in and do whatever you want to do. No, you have to be a certain weight. You have to have like your blood sugar at a certain place and all of that. Like I love y'all so much, but it takes time. If you've been doing Team Natural for longer than 6 months, you need you need about a year to reset. That's why I so passionately said it, and I've been saying it for years, and I haven't changed anything that I've said, and I won't change anything that I've said. I don't care how tired people get of me saying it. You know why? Up is always gonna be up, and down is always gonna be down. I'm never gonna change it ever. So that is why I want us to really get into the headspace of like really just looking at it for what it is, really understanding the human body and the way that it works. Can you have yeast in your scalp? Listen, 100% yes. The majority of women have yeast infections of the hair follicle. There are a lot of different forms of alopecia that are simply just yeast infections of the scalps. Remember when everybody was putting coochie cream on their scalp when they was using Monistat? They were using Monistat because Monistat kills yeast, and it's yeast that accumulates in the scalp. Let me tell you something. If you're a person who co-washes your hair and you don't use regular shampoo, your scalp is a buffet. There is so much yeast on your scalp, it makes no sense. Watch my lab. When we get off of here, I want everybody to go watch my video on folliculitis. Give me a 2 in the chat really quick if you've seen my video on folliculitis. If you have not watched my video on folliculitis, and I know YouTube be hating on us with the algorithm, so a lot of y'all probably have not seen it, go watch my video on folliculitis. Most of you are going to be blown away by folliculitis, what bacteria causes folliculitis, and how many people actually have folliculitis on their scalp. The bacteria that causes it on the scalp. And the easiest way to get rid of folliculitis, my loves, is by simply washing your hair. All you got to do is wash your hair. So there is a bacteria that is coming out of the scalp, and I'll give you the exact name of it and everything in the video on folliculitis. So go watch that when I get done here. Please go watch that. That bacteria is living on everybody's scalp right now, and the more you let it accumulate, the more the scalp is inflamed. It's so easy. It's so simplistic. That's why the video, does tea tree oil shampoo help? It depends on how much yeast is on the scalp. What I want you to do is get out of looking for products to help. Products do not help. Your routines and your patterns help. Let's be quite honest. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. I'm not attached to any of these brands. Even Olaplex. I work with Olaplex. Absolutely. I love Olaplex. Absolutely. But I can tell you, let's say there was never any more shampoo around the world. As long as you have soap and water, shampooing your hair is all you need to do to keep yourself from having a scalp infection. Tea tree help, and this is coming from an herbalist. I love herbs. They're amazing. Tea tree is amazing. But tea tree isn't the thing that is going to cure your scalp infection. The thing that will keep you from having a scalp infection is by simply having a regular pattern and a regular routine of scalp care. It's just as simple as that. Will tea tree Can y'all hear me now? Give me a 2 if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? My battery just died. Give me a 2 if you can hear me. Okay, good. You can hear me. No, it wasn't no little problem. My oh, somebody car going off. Oh, they get off. I just my mic. Remember, I told y'all I'm only on here because I'm testing out a mic. Well, that mic just died. You still can't hear? Okay, somebody said they can't hear. Give me a 2 again if you can hear. Okay. So, yeah, that is something that I really, 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 really want all of us to get into. Hold on. Yes, my phone is down flat. I'm just turning it up. Okay. That's something that I want all of us to really, 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 really get into because it's not as complicated as we all try to make it sound. Like, it's really not that complicated at all. But over the years, to sell you products, there's no way that people could sell y'all products for real if the only thing that people are telling y'all is the truth. If the only thing that I'm giving you is the truth, there's no way I can make that much money. I can't. But if you go ask any dermatologist, right, and not a go ask a dermatologist who doesn't have a product line. And I'm not speaking, but I'm not saying that a dermatologist that have product lines are bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is go talk to a dermatologist that does not have a hair care brand. Okay? And you go ask them what they think about hair care products. Most dermatologists are going to tell you that they think hair growth aids are a scam because what is actually happening is just healing and killing the bacteria. Right? Your hair growth cycle is always happening. It's always happening. Always. For everybody. It's not like, oh, black women's hair growth cycle is slower than everybody else's. No. Your hair growth cycle is always going. It's always going. It's always going. So when you are using these different products, like when everybody was going crazy over cloves in their hair, oh, cloves is making my hair grow. No, it's not. It's just killing the bacteria that's blocking the hair from coming out of the follicle. Once that blockage is gone, the hair comes out of the follicle. That does not mean that the product that you put on your hair helped your hair grow. It just killed the bacteria. And now your hair is not, the growth isn't stunted. But see, you don't change none of your patterns. You just get this product. So if when you stop using the products, there's nothing to kill the bacteria that you're forming. When y'all start doing y'all wash and goes, y'all were forming bacteria that slowed down the hair growth cycle. So they made more products to give you more infections of the scalp to slow down the hair growth cycle and then sold you a product to kill the bacteria that they helped you build. Listen, and I know that's gonna go over a couple people's heads. I can feel it going over people's heads. So I'm gonna stop there. Cause I can feel it going over people's heads and I don't wanna. Okay. How often should you exfoliate or detox the scalp? No more than once a month. Don't do that any more than once a month and you will be okay. No more than once a month, babe. Let me make sure I got to everybody's questions. I don't want to miss nobody. If you still have a question for me, go ahead and ask it before we get off. No problem, babe. And yeah, just there is a such thing as too much of anything. Because remember, you have good bacteria and bad bacteria on the scalp, and both are equally important. You have to have balance. So by shampooing your hair on a regular basis, you make sure that there's not an overgrowth of bad bacteria, and you make sure that the good bacteria as well is controlled. I went to a dermatologist for hair loss. They gave me injections and topicals, but it seems like the spots are getting bigger. Okay, question. What are you doing to your hair on top of that? What other than what the dermatologist gave you for your scalp, what are you putting in your hair? Don't know. I'm not about to judge you. I just need you to tell me the honest to God truth. Other than the injections And other than the topical treatment that they told you to put on your scalp, what are you putting on the scalp? What are you putting in your hair? Like, what are you putting on the scalp and what are you putting in your hair? Should you avoid brushing a painful scalp? No, but if your scalp is painful, you have a scalp infection. If your scalp is painful, there is a live bacteria eating away at your follicle. Forget brushing, forget combing. Go see a dermatologist and listen to what they tell you to do. Don't couple it with anything. Like, listen to what they tell you to do. If there is pain, let me see. I wash, condition, and braid it away. All no oils. Okay, that's the problem, my love. If you have a follicle infection where there is a live bacteria eating away at your hair's follicle, causing your follicle to die and the hair to leave, the last thing you want to do is put in a hairstyle that is going to cause more tension to the follicle. Braids are the first thing braids are going to do is pull on the follicle. So no, yes, no, it's not working. The things that the doctor gave you are absolutely not working. You know why, my love? You are working against the treatment that the dermatologist gave your scalp. The treatment that the dermatologist has prescribed to you is meant to put on your scalp to relax the tension on the inside of the follicle. And then you go and put braids in your hair, which work completely against what the medication is prescribed to do. So the reason that the spot is getting bigger is because now not only does your follicle have to do what the treatment that the dermatologist prescribed to you to is telling it to do, but it also has to fight against you. So your follicle is fighting against you and trying to kill the bacteria that's trying to attack it. That's why the spot is getting bigger, my love. It has nothing to do with the dermatologist. You can't you cannot you cannot stress out an area and then think that it's going to flourish. A follicle that is losing hair is already under stress. It already has too much tension, either from an external level or from an internal level, from internal stress. So if you're treating the outside, the last thing you want to do is put tension on the outside and on the inside. All right? So that's the problem, babe. The first thing your dermatologist would tell you to do, when if you tell your dermatologist how you wear your hair, the first thing your dermatologist is going to want to tell you to do is not to get braids. When I was doing hair, which I did for over a decade, any client that had any type of scalp infection, I would not do weaves on her. I wouldn't put braids or any type of style that had tension on a client that had any type of scalp disorder. The braids are very loose, not using any weave. What should I do after washing they love? It don't matter if they're tight or not. They're still braided. It's still tension. You need to figure out what different styles you can do. I don't know. I don't know your lifestyle and the different things you do. I don't know anything about your hair type. I can't really answer that. If you book a one-on-one consultation, I can help you, but I can't really help. I'm trying to Jamaican hibiscus have become one of my faves. Yes, skin glowing. My lips are pinker. Yes. No more scalp itching. My belly is flatter and my digestion is way better. Listen, y'all. Shop Simple Apothecary. Sis is trying to let y'all know. My appointment is a month away. Unfortunately, I have been washing and conditioning and only using leave-in conditioner spray for the past few weeks, but brushing while blow drying stings. Yeah, you gotta go see a dermatologist, babe. My dog is scratching himself outside my door. Yeah, you're gonna need to see a dermatologist, babe. Like, there's no way around that. Like, you have a serious scalp infection. And what are you putting on your scalp on a daily basis? Like, don't, no judgment. What is your hair patterns and cycles like? What are you putting on your hair and what are you doing to your hair? This is my last question. We're gonna get to this and then we're gonna head out. But what are your patterns like? What are you putting on your scalp on a regular basis? No judgment. Are you greasing your scalp? Like, what's going on? So again, if you guys have any type of like burning, itching, tingling, like if your scalp is sensitive to touch, my love, listen to me. If you don't ever listen to anything that I say, listen to me when I say go see a dermatologist, because it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Like if your scalp is sensitive to touch, it is going to get worse. Okay. So what I want you to do is go. Did you were you having problems with your scalp before you started using that product line? Were you having problems with your scalp before you started using that product line? Because you said no greasing, but you was gifted the product line. So that don't tell me nothing. What do that mean? Is that like a shampoo and conditioner? Is like what is it? What is it? I'm not getting involved in that conversation. Neither Trump or Biden pay my bills. So I don't care nothing about none of that. And neither one of them run anything. The government does. They answer to other people. They're just faces. So we're not having that conversation today here, baby. But yeah, so you haven't typed it in yet. I love y'all so much. That is my cue to get the hell on up off of here, guys. But do me a favor, like I said, make sure you go ahead in the comments and let me know what you guys want to see. What do you need? You know, what are you thinking about doing to your hair because you just can't take it anymore? Like, where are you at? Let me know where you at and I'm going to meet you there. I love y'all.